Hi, good morning classmates. I was not able to report last time, so diri na lang nako utang. Diri na lang nako video na lang nako because as what we agreed with our professor. So, my report is just a continuation of uh, the topic transactional theory. So, maybe siguro mga 70% sa akong report na naila na hang na report. But um, this is just a sort of a review, and I will be talking later sa mga benefits, disadvantages, advantages sa transactional type of management. So, in transactional type of management, there are four dimensions, and one of it was already discussed by my co-reporter, which is the contingent rewards. Um, just a sort of a review, ang contingent reward is a type of leadership using positive reinforcement by rewarding a person for doing the good job or for doing the job being done right. The rewards includes commonly kind of mga trips, incentives, bonuses, and maybe free lunch or free trips. So, naa siya'y, kumbaga, gi-reward siya sa iyahang achievement sa iyahang work. Another type of dimension is the passive management by exception, okay, or management by exception, which is divided into two parts: the active management and passive management. The active management, as it is from the word active, so the leader actively sees the followers' progress, okay, and when mistakes are identified, the leaders then adjust the course of action, thereby correcting the situation. Kumbaga, kuan siya, proactive. Before pa man makita ang kuan, kaya before pa man mapaadto dito sa mistake, gihimuan na og pamaagi in order to avoid uh, trouble. Okay, leaders actively monitor the work of their subordinates, watch for deviations from rules and standards, and taking corrective action to prevent mistake para malikayan ang mistake. So, what else? Kini ang passive management. Okay, active management. Okay, so it seeks to involve staffs in the challenges facing the group. It anticipates issues before they become issue and get out in front of them before they become a problem. So, another is the passive management by exception. So, sa meaning passive, from the word passive, ang leader, okay? Ang leader, kumbaga, um, passive lang ang iyahang type, okay? But this is shown to negatively impact workplace safety and increase injury rates because, kumbaga, dili kayo niya dili pa niya the leader will not take into action unless naanay mo arise nga problem, okay? This is associated with perceived support, weaker organizational identity, less citizenship daw, and greater workplace incivility. Okay? Study shows that the leaders does not care about employees' well-being or provide the support necessary to succeed. So, in ani ang passive management. This is called lagging indicator. And this lagging indicator in analytics, okay, it happens after the fact. Okay? Ay hapa mo take into action ang leader once na anay problema nga ni arise. So, passive leader can be found trolling or flaws in worker process or production, and they spring into action offering up a swift reprimand when flaws are detected. Ay ha mo to kung giingon nga, they will just take into action once the problem is there already. So, the leaders intervene only when standards are not met or when the performance is not per what is being expected. So, they may even use punishment as a response to unacceptable performance or when objectives have not been met or after problems have been serious. So, naaya po siya punishment. This is opposite to what active management is. So, another type is the laissez-faire, and this was already discussed by our two reporters, pero this is just a recap. So laissez-faire means let it be or leave it alone. So from the word leave it alone, so in shorter version, it means that do what you want as long as you get the job done right. So bahala na mo, inana. Kumbaga, bahala na mo basta himuon ninyo ang trabaho nga sakto. So, this policy or attitude of letting things take down own course, letting things their own course without interfering. The manager is trusting the subordinates. Okay. He will build a strong foundation or strong team first, and then he will let the team do by their own. So, ano na siya, ang laissez-faire gakuan. So, in leaders' perspective, the key to success is to build a strong team and then stay out of the way. Leaders who enjoy a wide degree of latitude in making decisions and working on operations autonomously are often most comfortable with laissez-faire. Katong mga flexible kay nga mga leaders, mga type of leader nga mag-trust gid sila sa ilahang management. Mauto silang type of leader gagamit aning laissez-faire. So, in practice, leaders leave it up to their subordinates to complete responsibilities in a manner they choose without requiring strict policies or procedure. The leader, in other words, will not give guidelines, rules, or kanang mga policies to follow. Bahala na ang team, basta ang pinaka-importante, they will get the job done right. So leaders use a variety of different approaches ani niya nga type. So laissez-faire. So I will not make my report long because as I've said, review naman lang ni siya. So what are the what are the advantages of transactional leadership type? So one of the advantages is it can be very effective for motivating subordinates and eliciting productivity. Why? Because naa may reward. Okay? Katong contingent reward, they will be rewarded sa ilahang paghimo og kuan kanang get the job done right. It is clear structured. Okay? Naagid siya maklaro gid from leader dayon from the highest position siguro hierarchy to the from let's say for example CEO or COO going down to the managers and then supervisors and then to the base level. So giingon diri achieve short-term goals quickly. Okay, because makita man dayon what is the problem. Rewards and penalties are clearly defined for workers. So kung naghatag sila reward or penalties, dapat mahibalo sila why they are being rewarded and why are they being penalized. So what else? Another advantage of transactional leadership is it is effective in maintaining status quo but very responsive. Okay. This type of management is effective in crisis management and troubleshooting sa kuan, and single-handed leadership and direct line of command is seen as cost effective. So mo to siya mga those are the advantages. Now what about the disadvantages? Na ako say mga disadvantages nga gikuan. So this type of leadership is flawed since it motivates people only at the base level. So mag-motivate lang daw siya sa base level. Creativity is limited since the goals of objectives are already set. So naa na may nakaset nga objective sa dire sa transactional leadership. So ang voices or ang voice sa base level dili na siya madungo because ang gisunod lang ani niya is katulang dito sa leader. Okay? Does not reward personal initiative. For example, base level makahatag og idea o pananglitan man gani nga successful kana bang imuhang ideas or your personal initiative dili daw kuno kaayo makuan uh, ma-appreciate. Never changes from strict line even when there is a possibility of success on different approach. For example, naapay mas nindot nga idea ang subordinate. Dili ni ma-appreciate because murag ang tan-aw lang gid nila dani kung unsay gihatag sa kuan. Kung unsay gihatag sa manager or the leader. Okay? Focus on behavior. Another disadvantage is focus on behavior and actions of leaders rather than traits. Kumbaga, emotions or being a human being dili nila makuan. Wala na focus. Basta dito sila sa work ang gi-focus, walay ka nang murag kumbaga take into consideration that you are working with people who has emotions. So what are the benefits man daw? So benefits, it is easy for workers to complete tasks successfully. Ang benefit niya dali ra kuno ma-complete ang task successfully. This works because transactional leadership is simple to learn and does not require extensive training. Another benefit is also easier to apply in crisis situation where everyone must know exact what is required of them and how a task is to be done under pressure. So there are implications. Those are the benefits. So what about the implications? So implications includes, mo ni sa mga implications. Transactional leaders daw overemphasize detailed and short-term goals and standards. Short-term goals, standard rules and procedures. Pang short-term kasagara ang ilahang mga gipang set nga standard and rules. So leaders do not make an effort to enhance followers' creativity and generation of new ideas. Gusto lang nila ilang masunod leaders. Kay dili na madungog, as what I've said, katong voice na sa base level. So it may work well where the organizational problems are simple and clearly defined. Mas mo work ko na siya kung ang structure is organizational problems are simple and clearly defined. Okay. Leaders do not reward, or ignore ideas that do not fit with existing plans or goals. Okay. Ila nang i-reject once your idea wala ni fit daw siya sa goals or sa expectations. Transactional leaders are found to be quite effective in guiding efficiency decisions, which are aimed by cutting costs and improving productivity. Leaders tend to be highly directive and action-oriented, and their leadership with the followers tends to be transitory and not based on emotional bonds. Mo to kung giingon sa ila, bahala mo diha, trabaho lang, walang personalan ang ilahang gikuan. The theory assumes that subordinates can be motivated by simple rewards. The only transaction between the leaders and the followers is money, which the followers receive for their compliance and effort. Okay? Hala na mo diha, gibayran bitaw mo sa imong trabaho, inana na siya. So conclusion. So what is the conclusion man? The transactional style of leadership theory is viewed as insufficient now, but not bad, in developing the maximum leadership potential. It forms as the basis for more mature interactions, but care should be taken by leaders not to practice it exclusively. Otherwise, it will lead to the creation of environment permeated by position, power, perks, and politics. Okay? So dapat daw naapoy limitation ng gihimo ang kuan. Otherwise, murag kuan na siya, bureaucratic form of management or based on power na. Kung kinsa to ang gamhanan, kinsa tong taas mo ray madungog. This leadership model is effective in achieving daily targets and short-term goals. Being a very simple model, it is very easy to understand and train the leaders in helping them understand the company's requirements, especially at times of crisis and troubleshooting management. So, mooto siya ang mga ang conclusion dani sa transactional leadership type theory. So that ends my report. Thank you, and have a nice day.